Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you all the books that I'll be bringing with me on vacation. So for 12 days, almost 2 weeks, my boyfriend and I will be going to visit my family back in Toronto, and then we'll do some exploring in Quebec, which I'm really excited about. I've been always wanting to go to Quebec. I've never gone myself despite growing up in Toronto. The closest I've been is Ottawa, and especially with the Inspector Gamache series, I've just always wanted to go like visit Montreal and like all these places that they talk about in that series, which is a little silly. I do apologize, the birds are chirping and it's very hot here, so, and I turned my fan off just for recording, so but you'll just hear birds sporadically throughout. But these are books that I can be bringing with me. We are taking the train, so it'll be like roughly like probably I think it's like 5 hours from Toronto to Montreal, and then from like Quebec City all the way to Toronto it's like 8 hours, so I'll have a lot of reading time, which I'm really excited about. So these are the books that I will be bringing with me on my little holiday. So first up I have The Golden Doves by Martha Hall Kelly. This book came out last month and I just am so excited to dive right into it. I feel like I'll be very engrossed in it throughout the train ride to Montreal, which I'm so excited about. This is her newest book that kind of takes place during World War II and then kind of post World War II, where we follow two women who were a part of the French resistance to the Nazis, and they ended up getting captured and sent to Ravensbrück, and we follow them post-war as they're kind of get different kind of government tasks to find certain Nazis that escaped, and it kind of goes off from there. I love Martha Hall Kelly's writing style, and I like realize like for this author too, like I'm so immersive in her characters and her writing that I'll be reading and look up and be like, oh my god, I already read 50 pages. Like that's how you know it's a good author, when you just lose yourself that way. So I'm very excited to bring this one along with me. Like I said, I just love this author so much. Next up, these are books that were gifted to me by my boyfriend, and he said they're some of his favorites, and so I was like, you know what, this is gonna be our special trip together. I'll bring the books that you got me to read along the way. The first one is Ficciones by Jorge Borges. I'm totally butchering that, but this I think is a collection of short stories that it says the 17 pieces of Ficciones demonstrate the gargantuan powers of imagination, intelligence, and style of one of the greatest writers of this or any century. Borges sends us on a journey into a compelling, bizarre, and profoundly resonant realm. We enter the fearful sphere of Pascal's abyss, the surrender of literal labyrinths of books, and the iconography of eternal return. So yeah, this book is like fairly short too, and the font's quite big, so I feel like I will fly through this one, but again, my boyfriend really recommended this, and he said these short stories are pretty good. And this is the next book that he got me that he said was actually one of his favorite books of all time, and it is A Stranger in Olondria by Sofia Samatar, sorry. And yeah, this one just sounds really interesting as well. So it says, Jevic, a pepper merchant's son, has been raised on the story of Olondria, a distant land where books are as common as they are rare in his home. When his father dies and Jevic travels in his place of the yearly selling trip to Olondria, his life is as close to perfect as he can imagine. But as he revels in the feast of birds, he becomes haunted by the ghost of an illiterate young girl from his own country. In desperation, Jevic seeks the aid of Olondrian priests, becoming a pawn in the struggle between the Empire's two most powerful political factions. As civil war looms, Jevic must face his ghost and learn her story, an ordeal that challenges his understanding of art and life, home and exile, and the limits of the seductive necromancy reading. So again, this is another fairly short book. It's just the pages are quite thick, but it is under 300 pages, so again, I think this will be a very interesting read. He always has very unique fantasy recommendations, and for the most part, I've really enjoyed all of them. So like he said, this one is one of his favorites, so I'm very curious to see what this one is about. And lastly, this one is a maybe, depending if I have room in my suitcase for this one, I will bring it. But this has been on my TBR for several months now, and I saw the trailer for the TV show that comes out in the fall, and I'm really excited about it. It has Brie Larson in it, and this book just seems right up my alley. And it is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. This has been on the top of like all the book selling lists since it's come out. And I think it was also like the Barnes & Noble Book of the Year, and yeah, I'm just really excited. So it follows like a chemist named Elizabeth who is very smart and brilliant, and during the beginning parts of her career she ends up capturing the attention of this man, but it seems like he kind of uses her and kind of dumps her. And so we follow her later in her life, where she is a kind of famous cook show host that integrates like chemistry into the kind of food television show, like cooking shows. And so yeah, I'm really excited. This one just seems like a very fun read. Like I said, I'm not sure if I will bring this one along with me, just depending on how much room I have in my suitcase. But yeah, if not, I will be bringing this one with me to when I go to Vail in the beginning of June. So yes, this book will come with me one way or another to one travel spot, so we'll see. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what are some of your go-to vacation reads, and if you have any fun trips planned for this summer, let me know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.